Good afternoon. Hospitals in Gaza are reported to be treating large numbers of patients for gunshot wounds following a deadly scramble around an aid delivery on Thursday. More than 100 people died in what Israel say was a crush around the aid trucks. They admit shots were fired by Israeli troops, but say they were mostly into the air. Now, the head of one hospital and UN observers visiting another say there are many gunshot injuries amongst the hundreds being treated. Lewis Warner has the latest.
Volunteer paramedics treat and transport the injured. At this medical point in northern Gaza, hundreds who went to wait for food now lie with life-changing injuries. 112 people died while waiting for a convoy of aid supplies on Thursday. Israel says many of the dead were trampled in a stampede and that its forces fired shots into the air after the crowd moved towards them in a threatening way. But a different picture of the panic has now been painted by the head of a Gaza City hospital, who says more than 80% of those treated had been struck by gunfire, suggesting there was heavy shooting by Israeli troops. A United Nations team which visited another hospital also reported a large number of gunshot wounds. The carnage that followed this convoy of supplies appears to have tipped the US into action. President Biden announcing overnight new airdrops of aid, but confusing this conflict zone with that of Ukraine.
In the coming days, we're going to join with our friends in Jordan and others in providing airdrops of additional food and supplies into Ukraine, and seek to continue to open up other avenues into Ukraine, including the possibility of a Marine corridor to deliver large amounts of humanitarian assistance.
Later, his team clarified the president actually meant to say Gaza. Seen falling from the sky, more of this crucial aid is now coming. These parachutes and their provisions will go some way to ease the plight of Palestinians, but much, much more is needed. Lewis Warner, ITV News.